Hi, welcome Aries. This is a random specific for someone who's made a final... fuck, how do I say this? This isn't about you. This is about your ex and the karmic partner they chose. But this isn't about the karmic partner, though that might be the thing that you're wondering about. I've had this spread here for about 45 minutes now because as soon as I flipped out these cards, I knew this wasn't about Aries the Querent. I knew this was about someone you're walking away from, divorcing, or you did. Or there was the separation and now the follow through with the paperwork is happening, something like that. But what this is about is who left you. And for who and where they are right now this week, okay? So it might be a grab your popcorn, maybe some tissues, or not. Okay, whenever I do readings and it comes out for someone other than who's asked the question, I always say a prayer. For better or worse, we kind of have ancestors. Of the light, of course, I have one hell of a filter system. So I asked an ancestor from your ex's side to assist me with this. None would come forward, but your ex gave me everything I needed to know with this spread, is what I heard, if I just read it literally. So I made a note card for a couple of these. So note cards could be a clue that I'm talking about you or him or them. And no response from the team of the Karmic either. So no one wants to speak for them. And I'll just read those cards. Literally. Okay, so I want to keep it tidy for myself. Spiritually. And I don't want to dip into anyone's darkness. But there's some things that I think your ex wants you to know about where they are. With their regrets and their anxieties and them coming to some sort of a understanding with the finality that they ruined themselves with this decision. They listened to all the wrong advice. They did everything incorrectly. They went the opposite way they should have gone. And there's nothing but regret and anxiety there. If you were wondering, are they doing all right? No. Sure, not doing all right. But I'm not going to allow them in the reading because I don't like that energy. And everything that they've done is a world away from where you are. And me too. So, I'm keeping my sage handy. I'm going to sage myself. Sage the pile of this karmic partner that they had chosen over you, because this is just... I mean, they ruin everyone they come in contact with, is kind of what I'm getting there, okay? So that's the introduction. Now, let me shut up, take a breath, and I'll put some timestamps here too, because this ain't no mini. Congratulations in choosing the spiritual road. This person deliberately chose the opposite there. Hold on. Your poem is weird this week. Maybe it'll make sense later. Deliver the letter, but it's like liver, like your liver. The sooner the better, but sooner, like sooner, I don't know. The desert gets wetter when you find your new feta. Like fellow. Buffer through the suffering zone. Click your heels, Dorothy, ain't no place like home. Okay. So you have come out the victor in a vicious, dark game you didn't know you were in. Yikes. Where should I start? All they feel is resentment, fear, anxiety, and pain. They chose a dark road. It's like maybe they chose like the satanic road where everything is up and everything is down, and if you love someone, you have to kill them because, it's like Star Wars. I love Star Wars for that reason. Okay, so the way that these dark ones talk to each other, and so your ex would have been a part of this group somehow in one way or another, somewhere on that totem pole there, that pyramid. The way, like, Palpatine talks to the one under him, the one in the hood, the one that looks like this. Help me, what's his name? The way he talks to, like, Anakin when he's training him to be evil, and he's mind washing, brainwashing. Oh my god, mind control, brainwashing. This is all what that dark stuff is about. It's not about creating a reality. It's about brainwashing the student into thinking they have that power, into thinking that evil is bringing results, when it's just the secret society doing that behind the scenes and then saying, see, you're magical, see what you're doing. He sees that now, and I feel like you tried to warn him. I don't know if I've ever seen this. So the way this spread came out would be that these are all in reverse, and these are all in reverse. That's why I'm like, they did everything wrong. He did everything wrong. He chose evil over good in every case. From what I can... Okay. Sit down. Okay. Deliver, de letter, de sooner, de better. I don't know, maybe, it's time to deliver that divorce. The divorce papers. Maybe. Okay. They won't fight you on this. That's for somebody. If you're like, they've been fighting me this whole time, they won't let me go, there's some kind of a disturbed, distorted obsession here. Yes, they admit that. They do. They admit that. And they admit they were wrong for that. They won't fight you on this divorce, I don't think. And there's a new fella coming here. The desert gets wetter when you find your new feta. This person puts you in the suffering zone. It's like, the buffering zone, but this is a suffering zone. And they put you there. Wow, what the... Okay. This person is in prison alone. They're ruined. They're in pain. It won't go away. They refuse to change. With seashell in reverse, that's someone who has a fixed idea of what spirituality is, and nothing else is but that. What they say, nothing else is but that. They would consider no alternative. They would not consider compassion or consideration. They are in anguish at all times. There is no peace. There is no redemption. It's like seeking always and never finding. Like I can't get no satisfaction, like that song. And all for nothing. All for nothing is how they feel. It was foolish. It was for nothing. What they thought they were going to get out of it is not what they're getting. Ooh, sorry, I got choked up a little bit. Ugh, this is really bad, y'all. This is... I can't wait to move through this, even as a reader. So I can only imagine what they've put you through and where you must be. At your wit's end, probably. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, probably, while they sit in luxury. Sit back, sipping their champagne, watching you go without and suffering. This person deserves all the suffering they get. They didn't know that before. They're starting to know. They're starting to understand that now. Okay, because You are always looking for the deeper meaning of existence. Always. They saw that in you, and instead of being inspired by it and working with it like a true mate, they decided to rage against that as an archetype. That there was no meaning, that nothing matters, that existence is only that moment. Filling your belly, drinking the best wine, bedding the prettiest princesses, and then leaving them to cry and rot in pregnancy. This is a dark person who's been doing this dark stuff for more than this lifetime. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Moth. They took bad advice with their relationship, with their business, with their career. They thought that they were going to get success in material form here by doing this to you. So it's like, why? I mean, they can say, why did I do that now? But they absolutely know that the answer to that was personal material satisfaction. That's it. Earthly delights, carnal earthly delights with the Nine of Cups in this deck. They wanted an advantage. They wanted attainment. And what did they get? Mountain in reverse, praying mantis in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. God, where's my sage? Palo Santo, you're my only friend. Come here. Moth. So, I'm learning another deck right now, and I made a card for myself on Moth so that I wouldn't mess this up, because it's really important. Because this is the center of the reading. This is why you are no longer their soulmate anymore, and they are not yours. It's you say, I learned my lesson from you. I forgive you. You know, I'll never forget you, but you can't be in my life anymore. You have to go now, you know. And you serve the papers or you shut the door, whatever that means. Because Moth in Upright is where you are. You had the chance to both be this thing, and they chose not to take it. So let me read this from Tasha Venry's amazing Oracle deck book. Moth is about clairvoyance. So I'm talking to someone who is clairvoyant. You have a reliable intuition that's based in truth, not your ego, not your earthly carnal desires. And that makes all the difference just to start off. There's an unconditional elemental ethos within you that brings balance to wherever you dwell. Wherever you are, that's home. That's peace. That's beauty. That's alignment. That's strength. You are the sum total of all lifetimes lived before. You are an old soul. They are an old soul. But this is the place where you part ways. Yeah, like I was saying, you're always looking for the deeper meaning of existence and non-existence. And this person only wanted to live in existence as non-existence. From moment to moment. Dark, disturbed advice, ethos, unethical decisions, because it's the antithesis of everything that is beautiful. Yeah, you are a living library of each of your previous incarnations. So the bottom line here with Moth's advice is you gravitate towards the thoughts that offer liberation from suffering, and this person chose the thoughts which chose their path. which was suffering, which is suffering for others. They felt like they could step on the necks of their fellow man, of their love, to elevate themselves, and that was incorrect. That was an incorrect decision. It was not a wise investment. They're being pulled in different directions. I feel like it's like all the little demons that they summoned in with these dark decisions and this dark karmic partner, which I'll get to in a sec here, is pulling them in different directions, almost like a schizophrenic. And they can't settle, and they can't sleep, and they can't rest. And it's a hunger that never goes away and a longing that they can never fulfill with all the starlets in the world and all the pregnant crying princesses that they could make. Jeez Louise. Okay. So you will be given a new soulmate. And it's almost like everything that they threw your relationship for to have is what you're going to have. And all you need to do is avoid arrogance. That's really all you're being asked to do. This really just is a grab your popcorn kind of reading, from what I'm getting. A pat on the back. Congratulations. How did you make it this far? Your courage. Your fortitude. Your clairvoyance. Your ability to always look for the deeper meaning. So it could be that you're the type of person where you've gotten, or you got a lot of incorrect feedback from this person, like, that's not synchronicity doesn't matter, or everything's only ever a coincidence is kind of what I'm getting with this. Everything was only ever a coincidence. No, there's a deeper meaning in everything. Everything means nothing, or everything means everything, and I assure you it's not that everything means nothing. Or that could be what you said to them and they turned away. I'm getting, these are nihilists, Donnie. They believe in nothing. Big Lebowski. So okay. What did they throw away? And this is from them, okay? Now, remember, they don't have any guardian angels coming through being like, okay, this is how you will do an ethically tidy, correct reading on someone else's energy in this situation. No, I didn't need to go there because this person's like, this is what I fucked up on. This is what I did. This is the incorrect decisions that I made to turn away from my true love that brought me to this ruinous place. It's like a confession of sorts, you know. The king is dead. Long live the king. You got a new king coming in. The monarchy in reverse and loving relationships. They threw away like, I hate these sort of terms, but it's like trading a steak for a Triscuit, something like that. Is how they would, I think that's demeaning, but that's how they would put it. Like they traded a blue ribbon Kobe aged steak fillet for a Cheez-It. Is that a cracker? A little, it's orange. Maybe the Karmic has fake spray tan or something. That was not a loving relationship. Not that they were seeking that. They just had the same dark goals, these people. So they want you to know that it's not like they loved the Karmic more and they chose them because they loved them more. It's because they were the antithesis of what you were. As they saw you in their incorrect frame of mind. They built this ship to wreck, is what they're saying. They built this ship to wreck and never could have worked with you and them because of them, not because of you. And they want you to know that as well. I don't think this person would ever admit they're wrong. This is probably the closest thing you're ever going to get. So it might not be that they come to you with a deathbed confession and say you were right about this. They might not be able to ever say that to your face. And it's because they're not courageous. And they didn't say that, I'm saying that. But just expect them to not be able to do that. Expect them to not be able to face you. Okay? So you know this is you. Get packing. And if you don't know where to go, if you're not sure where you're going or what's going on, it's okay. With Moth in Reverse, I'm going to read that as advice for you too, as you don't need to know everything. Just get packing. Okay? You are an aphrodisiac to them. If you wanted to know how they felt about you, it's like they loved you and they were sexually attracted to you. Your wisdom is an aphrodisiac to them. They know you're wise. I'm getting flustered. Sorry. They never looked in the mirror. When you did that, they were jealous of your ability to be able to do that. All that. Why couldn't they do that? Can I pull on that? They didn't recognize themselves. They would almost have nightmares about themselves and not realize that it was themselves that was scaring them in their nightmares. Oh boy. Okay, that's where all I'm going to do with that. A description of the weather. They see you as so powerful, like you control the weather. You're a goddess. Or a god, depending on, you know what I mean, with all due respect to the higher powers. Get packing, avoid arrogance. So why would you ever be arrogant? Because something's going to come out publicly that vindicates you, that says that, oh boy, look at that, I didn't even notice that. After the Justice card comes the Hermit. So these are reversals for what they did. They did an injustice to you. And now, oh God, there goes my throat, hold on. False allegations that I'm getting, that the injustice that they did to you that came with their wanting to step on your neck was an injustice. So a biased, bigoted, bitchy. Sorry. It's just false allegations, slander. Okay, slander, false allegations, biased, bigoted, mean-spirited. False. With Eagle in reverse, false. All of the allegations were false. Okay? And now they're in the Hermit in reverse, with the Praying Mantis in reverse. They're unable to see a way forward. They're unable to discern who's true and who's not. They're just bad, like they're continuously taking bad advice. It's not like they see the light now and they're headed towards it. No, they're continuing to be unable to discern who's giving good advice and who's giving bad advice, even within their own mind. They're very lost and they don't know it. With Mountain in reverse, there is no alignment. And Seven of Pentacles. Anxiety. In this deck, there is a direct connection to this card. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Direct connection. Bad investments, bad decisions lead to ruin and anxiety. This is anxiety in its own way with money, and this is anxiety and ruin within their mind. So they've kind of got it coming from every which way, and they did it to themselves by being guided by darkness, a hidden hand. And I don't know if you know, but there is an illegitimate child here. Or there was a pregnancy. And I'm not getting that pregnancy has resulted in a living birthed child. I think that there was so much black magic going on with this so quote-unquote sugar mama, and that the sugar mama was so lost in the sauce that, oh, this is so horrible, I'm so sorry. Or, I mean, they did it to themselves, but the baby was not able to be born. Okay? Which is probably better for that baby in this situation, honestly. But the child came from what they had in common, which was wanting to hurt you, betray you, and be the antithesis of what you are, which is a brave, fearless, honest, clairvoyant, loving leader. Whoever you are. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on this karmic partner of your karmic partner, but I do want to show you the cards I pulled for them, just so we can talk about how they got together. It was definitely a connection at work. They saw each other at work, and it might have been like, ooh, you're my work wife, or you're my work husband, or something, and they started to plot and scheme and plan together. Off some hate. They were awful for it. It's like they were possessed and obsessed, and they really thought they were going to win over you. They really did. Resulted in the Hanged Man here. Okay. So, not I learned my lesson and I see the light. No, I'm still hating because I'm stuck and caught in that briar patch of fear and anger and confusion because they were so sure. Being so sure of something can be its own hell. You know, like I was saying, they chose this person because they were very, very wealthy, I think, and because they practiced black magic as well. So they thought they found someone that they had something in common with. Which, I mean, they did, right? They did. Now, what happened to their relationship? Well, can you guess? You know, like after the wedding, they get them home, and they're completely fake. Like they're pretending to be they're pretending to be a different gender almost. They're wearing a wig. They don't have fake hair. They're fake. Fake. And much love to anyone that's, you know, does the fake whatever for their job or to look whatever. But this is someone who like got complete plastic surgery, or they completely lie in every picture they post, or it's like the fake nails, the fake eyelashes, the fake hair, the fake wearing Spanx, it's everything was an illusion about this person. Everything that they thought was beautiful and glamorous about this karmic partner that they chose was all glamour. Like they mind controlled them into seeing them as something they were not. And the glamour's falling away. This person only wanted them for their money. So this person was lying to the karmic that they chose about the wealth that they had. And the karmic partner that they chose was lying to your karmic partner about the wealth that they had. See where I'm going with this? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. The illegitimate child resulted in, I'm getting, I'm sorry, that premature baby, premature death, premature harvest. I mean, they might have not been having a child for the right reason anyway, and it was that child's angel taking them from this dark place because no. This person could have very, very bad back problems, like chronic back pain, or they're just incredibly far from alignment with who they are inside, which is why they don't recognize themselves in the mirror anymore. And so it's like they're a hammer and everything they see is a nail. Because what happened in this relationship was they found out that the karmic only cared about money. Money matters, nothing else. Betrayal and money over everything. They would do anything. They would betray anyone. There was no loyalty. And if there was anything that your karmic stole from you to give to this karmic, they knew exactly what they were doing. And now your partner is seeing that. And because you were humble enough to not stay in and anger, resentment. You owe me this energy. You will be getting all of that back and more. Because what I'm seeing here, and that's all I'm going to talk, that's all of the energy I'll spend on them. Like, if they don't even have an ancestor to show up and give me a fucking clue here, then that's it. That's all you're getting from me. What you're going to get is a new sugar daddy. It's like they wanted a sugar mama. Guess who's getting a sugar daddy? You. Everything you've ever wanted and more. It's the, you're getting picked up by the Bentley. It's the black credit card. It's the security. It's the safety. It's the loyalty. And you're going to be feeling just fine, okay? You're going to be feeling just fine. That's why you should avoid arrogance. Okay, stay humble. You don't need to be humble because anyone's above you. It's just a very beautiful energy to be receptive to the gifts of the universe in this new person. On the morning of the battle, oh God, Jesus. On the morning of the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon Bonaparte smugly assured his generals, I tell you, Wellington is a bad general. The English are bad soldiers. We will settle this matter by lunchtime. Don't be blinded by arrogance. A little humility can help you still steer clear of disaster. So what's your blind spot? Where does ego adversely affect your performance? Let me pull on that real quick, because I don't think you're egotistical at all. Oh, don't avoid the I told you so. I told you that. Don't say that. Just don't say that. They take the low road, you take the high road, you stay on that road. Okay, that's it. That's all the advice you need because you're doing everything right. You are the moth. You are elder wisdom, and you are an aphrodisiac, and someone's going to love you for who you are and respect you for who you are and love you physically for who you are and what you look like. And I don't want to freak you out or anything. This person they might look a lot younger than they are. So if someone really young and dynamic and sexy and bright and vibrant and exciting and maybe a little over self-confident and charismatic shows up, they are older than they appear. It's something where they're really good with their makeup and it takes a few years off of their face or something. So it could be that they look 19, but they're actually 30. Okay, so be open to young, beautiful, sexy people coming in because that might be, you might have it all. Young, beautiful, sexy, dynamic, creative, with the Bentley for you, the loyalty and the protection. All right? Everything they tried to do to you is what they're going to be experiencing, and that's the way the universe works. Maybe that's what you told them. And they see that very clearly, or they're starting to right now. Avoid interaction. You don't owe them anything, not a goddamn thing, not even closure. And they know that. All right. Whoever you are, you got this. You have the opposite of what this is, which is a true soulmate connection. Lifelong, monogamous, loyal. I choose you, you choose me. King to your queen. Okay. All right. I'll see you for the next one, Aries. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Thumbs down if you hated it. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you for the next one.